Welcome, Army fans. This is Joe Iacono with GoBlackKnights.com, along with Army center, sophomore Brady Small. Brady, how did the scrimmage go today?
Had some early mistakes early, got them cleaned up before the second half, and I thought we did a good job up front, kind of demonstrating physicalness, and just being violent.
Good stuff. And, you know, kind of some big changes since last year, obviously going a lot more to the under center, triple option offense with the changes with Coach Worley taking over the offense. Two things for you. One specifically is the center, having to transition from almost exclusively shotgun snaps last year to under center snaps this year. How's that process going for you? And then the follow-up question, how are you adapting to the changes in the blocking schemes? I know there's a lot of schemes with under center, triple option, a lot of different assignments. And I know kind of the stance is different, the way you have to fire off. So talk, I guess, first to the unique thing about you being a center and having to change the snaps, but then also to the blocking schemes and techniques.
Yeah, so I feel like all the coaches have done a good job. It's been a process, a lot of trial and error of just getting the mistakes out early. With the center QB transition, it's definitely been a little different transition into the under center, but I feel like we're doing a good job and we're moving in the right direction of establishing that early, especially it only being the spring. And then to your follow-up question, it was
I know a lot of the blocking schemes are very different. I know at least in the past, and I don't know how much Coach Worley's offense compares to like the offense that Coach Davis ran when he was at West Point on the triple, but I know there were a ton of different blocking schemes, lots and lots of different assignments. And the technique is a lot different. You're a lot less upright. Your weight's a lot more forward, I think, in this offense. So talk a little bit to some of the changes in terms of blocking.
Yeah, so they've done a really good job of like kind of limiting how much we've changed from the last offense to this offense. Kind of kept the scheme similar, just moving it to like under center, just hits a lot faster. So we got to be more fast with our blocks and getting up to the second level and just being faster in general. We don't have as much time because the ball hits a lot quicker. So, finding that timing and doing a lot of reps with that. We're starting to adjust very well. And I feel like our offense is moving in the right direction. A lot of work to be done, but I'm very excited for this season.
Good. And your second year as the projected starting center. I know, they won't finalize the lineups until right before probably game one against Lehigh, but last year as a plebe, kind of getting used to everything, your West Point experience starting off and then starting off playing D1 college football as a starting center. What's it like the second year? Do you feel like the game slowed down for you just a tiny bit? Do you feel like, you're kind of a little more used to the speed of the game and those kinds of things as the center?
Yeah, I would say just confidence. I mean, establishing confidence last year was a big priority for me, especially like being the center and like kind of facilitating the whole offensive line. They had a lot of trust in me, which was really, really good. And, this year, nothing's changed, just a lot more confidence and a lot more of like a leadership role of like helping the younger guys kind of establish what we want in this offense and like kind of the mindset of how we want this offensive line, especially to be this year. And I feel like we have a lot of young guys that are doing a really good job, kind of proving themselves in the spring. And, there's going to be a lot of battles for spots.
So Brady, talk to that a little bit. I know, in spring ball, they do like to get the younger players a lot of snaps. So as a returning one, have you gotten a lot of snaps or have you been more in kind of a coaching observing role?
Yeah, so because we've changed from the last offense to this, I've been getting a lot of snaps on like the things that I need to work on. I mean, that's what spring ball's for, to get better. So I know where my weaknesses are right now, and I've been challenging myself each day to work on the things that I've been struggling with. And I feel like I've been doing a good job of getting better at it. So I kind of prioritize my limit. I'm like kind of limited with reps. Most of the people that are returning are limited, so the younger guys can get more reps. So we're more kind of focusing on the things that we need to work on for ourselves to help the team be better.
And, you know, the offensive line is one of the more experienced unit this year in terms of returning starters. You know, I personally, as I've done my analysis in spring ball, think the offensive line has the potential to be the strongest unit on the team. So talk a little bit about, you know, what that's like having so much experience returning guys like Booby Law, Lucas Scott, a lot of those players who played a lot of snaps at Army.
Yeah, it's exciting to start off. I mean, to have those guys on your team is really exciting, and having that experience, a veteran offensive line, I guess you could say, from like playing wise, uh, is great for the younger guys, and it's great for our team because, like you said, Lucas Scott, Booby Law, they've done a good job stepping up in leadership positions this year and kind of taking on that role of being, being the leader. And I'm just really excited for how the season's going to go, and week one against Lehigh, how we're going to perform offensive line wise and as a unit.
Good. And what would you say for you personally is the number one thing you want to improve between now and that opening game against Lehigh at the end of August?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm a hard critic on myself, but if I had to pick one thing, it's just you know really hammered down on the center QB exchange, no fumbled snaps, and then just as a unit playing violent, like being the most physical offensive line in the country. And we have goals as an offensive line. Not gonna, we talk about them in the offensive line room, but we write down personal goals for us as a unit. I know we're gonna come out and try and make it happen.
Great. And I know, you know, last year, even as a freshman, you played pretty big. You were over 300 pounds. What's your current height weight looking like?
Yeah, so I'm like 6'1" and sitting around like 310 right now.
Nice. Some good beef there on the offensive line. So that's good to see. Brady, thanks a ton for your time. Appreciate it. Best of success to you the rest of the way here and with the big spring game coming up Friday night. So thanks a lot. Have a great week.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.